I'm trying to create a new mantra for the space. Everybody knows what WAGMI is. Do you know what WAGMI is,
Of
Logan?
course, yeah. We are all gonna make it, right?
We're all going to make it. Yeah. I love the positivity of that. A little bit individualistic, something I call SHEW, SHEW. What I say is shoes before WAGMI, your shoes on before we're all going to make it. Sharing helps everybody win. So it's more of a collective, collaborative effort. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. I'm a K through 8 educator. I teach I teach about 300 different, no, wait a minute. It's more than that. Well, there's 530 students. I don't teach pre-K, but I teach kindergarten through 8th grade. So there's about 500 students, I guess, just under 500 students that I teach every day. And when, what you're talking about, it's, knowledge often is symbolized by an oil lamp. And the reason for that is when I spread my knowledge to you, it's like me taking my candle and laying my flame to your wick. It doesn't diminish anything from me. In fact, it increases the amount of light in the world. That's what knowledge is. And that's, I think, what we all have a responsibility to do, is to spread that knowledge, to spread that understanding. And I think at this point in Decentraland's development, having that type of an attitude will eventually get us to WAGMI. It will eventually get us to we're all going to make it. But right now, it's kind of like we're the people trying to make the mud hut.
Right.
You ever see Naked and Alone?
Right. Yes. Exactly.
We're barely. We got to work together. We can't start building alliances or anything like that. We need to share our knowledge and share our resources. So that's, I guess, the big concept or idea. That's the concept that's the driving force behind my event that's next week at Wisher, the Finding Whimsy event. And pretty much everything that I've been making as wearables, from here on out, it's my attitude that I bring to Decentraland every time I come here.
Is there any advice that you would give?
I've always been approaching it from the other side, like, how can I find those people? So my first inclination, my intuition led me to, seek out people that can help you, So Mr. Rogers, he talks about when there's ever like a tragedy or whatever, there's a famous quote. It happened after 9/11, and they interviewed him because everybody was looking for answers, and they're like, well, let's ask Mr. Rogers. He's always got a beautiful and loving thing to say. And what he said during that moment was, look for the helpers. Tell the children, look, there's a firefighter. Look, there's an EMT. Look, there's a nurse. Look, there's a doctor. They're helping people. Point to the beauty of kindness in a moment like that. My advice for the new people is to look for the helpers. They're out there, all of these beautiful people in the baby dolls space. Like if I'm in my office and I can't just get out and be with nature, I can at least simulate it and hear the sounds. If you're sitting in your office and you've got a window, just looking out the window and looking at a tree, I'm a tree hugger, I'll admit it openly, but just looking and connecting with nature, it actually is empirically proven to reduce your blood pressure by at least like 2 points, 2 beats per minute. If I can't get to a window, but I'm on DCL, I can go to the Asia Plaza and I can go under that giant cherry tree and I can listen to the sounds of nature and I can connect with a tree. Simulated happiness actually works in the brain just like real happiness. That's like accentuating the positive, eliminating the negative, and don't mess with the in-between. There's that song by Doris Day. What we could do to help Decentraland thrive, have the lowest threshold for entry for everybody. I think about your friend who, had that life-changing experience with the car crash, and how unfortunate that is, but how moments like that can be so transformative. What the meta space can give to them is the ability to reach people with their talent through that medium. So by lowering the threshold for entry to every person, those people can find that outlet, that avenue. So whatever technology it is, whatever space it is, they can find their space. So how do we do that? It's to be in the company of people who are generous souls. And by continuing to be around those people, gosh, not just helping Decentraland, but just what will help all the people of Decentraland is to connect with the people.
I like press the T button down. I'm like,
Having my own child be